If you've always wanted to buy a BMW, don't. But if you are unlucky enough to own one, your power steering reservoir is leaking. Now, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, it's leaking. I know it. Go open your hood right now and go like this with your finger. See, it's leaking. So I haven't replaced mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I could just get like a turkey baster, but it's not Thanksgiving, or like a big syringe and pull the fluid out from there. But I'm actually going to go under and I'm going to drain it from the power steering pump. Then here I have the power steering pump, and this is the drain. So you would just drain it from here if all you're doing is doing a flush. However, I'm replacing everything. I'm replacing the hoses. So I'm just going to undo it at the hose. There's these two washers right here. Want to make sure I get those and then let it drain. Now the return line has a 13 millimeter. You have to get to right here. And then the fittings will have to be pulled out. They're not too difficult. You will have a little bit of fluid coming down. Okay. Yay, fluid.
Yay!
Okay. I cleaned up the banjo bolt. There are two washers here. Upon closer inspection, I have seen that they've been replaced and they're actually in good shape. Also that, and I don't have new washers at the moment, but no, they are in good shape. It's wise, it's definitely wise and recommended to replace those when you replace the banjo bolt here, the line. But since I don't have them, I'm just gonna reuse them. If I see that they do leak, then, you know, wah wah. I still need this bracket here, so I'm gonna remove the bracket that holds the reservoir, and everything else, since I'm changing both of the lines, is garbage. Closer inspection of this, it is dirty. It's not as dirty as I thought. So I was gonna flush it. We'll see. We'll see if I flush it right now or if I just fill it up again. Brand new reservoir. ZF, brand new roughly translates to power steering hose to the power steering pump. Oh, right here, yeah, it's made in China, so you know it's good. And brand new return line. Everything from, where did this come from? FCP Euro or Pelican Parts? I don't remember. I'm gonna assemble everything here to the reservoir, and then I'm going to snake the lines through. I decided I'm not gonna flush my system, so I already put this hose back. I just have to put the 13 mil in here and hold it in. But if you were going to flush your power steering fluid, the way that I've done it before, let me see if I can put the light right here. The way that I've done it before is you would button everything up, both hoses, you know, tighten them, all that. But right here, instead of tightening this one, the one that goes the return line, so it's gonna be the smaller of the two hoses, you take this hose off, you'd put this end of the hose into a bottle, and you'd crank your vehicle. You start the car for about 2 to 3 seconds. This is going to make the power steering pump start, and it's going to push fluid out of that hose. Because that's the return hose, you're gonna get fluid pushed out. And you would want to do that with the cap off until you see the level go down. So it's only about 2 to 3 seconds, then you shut off the car. You top it off again to the top. Start the car off, make sure that hose is in your bottle. And you'll just see fluid come out of that hose into the bottle. And you basically keep doing that until the fluid that comes out is no longer dirty and grimy, until it's nice and clear. And then you would plug this hose back in, fill it up, and do the rest of the procedure. The line that goes to the bottom is installed to the power steering pump. That's torqued to exactly wrist Newton meters. You know, whatever your wrist gets you in there, you don't want to crank it. Don't ever do that. Just And then the top is installed. Same thing. That's the official torque spec. It's pretty good torque there. Just but don't go ham. And then play around with the reservoir if you need to. Move it around. Pretty easy. Now I just got to put some power steering fluid and then turn the wheel, and we will go from there. To top it off, I'm using Valvoline Max Life ATF. This requires Dexron 3, at least Dexron 3. And this on the back says that it's good for Dexron 2, 3, and 4. And because 4 is one more than 3, it should be enough. Should be good enough. However, if you have that self-leveling suspension, you want to use the, I think it's Pentassin CFS11 or 11S. Look it up. It's a different type. Just don't go throw in just any power steering fluid from AutoZone in there. Get you some ATF. That's at least Dexron 3. So the fluid right now is at the very top. This is where an assistant comes handy. If you have someone, they can get in the car and before even starting the car, jack up the car and then turn the steering wheel all the way to the left, all the way to the right. The mechanical movement of the steering wheel will move the rack and then you will have some of this fluid going down. You'll see all those bubbles be coming out as I have the wheels turning. So I have my assistant there turning the wheels. And now, oh, where's that level? That is going way down. I don't know if you can see that, but the level went way down. You can see right there, it was all the way to the brim. Now it's down here. I just kept going, or rather my assistant kept going until the bubbles stopped coming out. So as long as you see bubbles, just keep going. Fill it up again, do the same thing. When no more bubbles come up or the level doesn't go down anymore, then it's time to start the car. You're basically going to repeat the same process with the car started. You started the car, you have your helper turn the steering wheel left, right, all the way left, all the way right. You're looking inside the reservoir, making sure the level doesn't go down to critical. If it starts going down to critical, stop the car, top it off, do it again. Once you're satisfied with your efforts and the level doesn't go down anymore, you're done. Put it down on the ground, double check the level here, go for a drive, get a coffee, come back, check the level again. It might go down just a little bit more, just in case there's any more bubbles of air in there. But if you got most of the air out, it shouldn't go down and leave the reservoir dry. Now you get to enjoy a clean reservoir. You can lick it. It's so clean. Clean lines. And that should be good for about a week. Yeah, until it gets all grimy again because BMW plastic. See you next time.